No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you dare look in the best, feel the get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you hands on. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against our bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They start the drive with Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From the 22, Mond. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yep. Man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mon. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Swift. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mayfield on play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get this to about the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mon going to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of holding him defensively, and now it brings on 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Mond out of the shotgun. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mond. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Mond. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions at 10-2 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On second down, Swift. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And some room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part. He's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there that leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, you're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield now from the 50. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Mayfield. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, 27 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Mon looks to throw. He will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know you're trying to have the scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 9. From the gun, here's Mon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Swift going to try up the middle. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And now leaving with a second and just a few inches left. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first and 10, here's Mon. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, first down there on a pickup at 25. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lambo is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, and try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Mayfield to throw it. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to the running game with Swift. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here we go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Swift. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Detroit, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption